share some music. So just pressing the audio buttons in the background. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to start with some shoulder mobilization. I like the way Ant's just instantly laid down with starting standing up. Okay, so let's do some little rolls with our shoulder. Can you hear me all right over the music? Just give me a thumbs up. Great. So nice big circle. And I want you to sort of round your chest and then open, and then round and then open. And do it again. So you round and then open. Breathe in as you open, breathe out as you close. And one more time. And then some circles for your arms, the brushing past your ear. And then the same in reverse. And then a little bit of coordination. So we're going to bring one up as the other one comes down. Your own variation on the theme. Let's see that go the other way. So one up as one comes down. That's it. And then we're going to rise onto the tiptoes, bring the arms up, and come down into a squat. And bringing the arms up, tiptoe, and down into a squat. In, circling back, breathing out. And you do that twice more. And final one. And then taking the feet a little wider, a bit of turn out through the toes, and a bit of bend into a plie. Yeah. Up there. So your knees back towards your smaller toes. And keep upright in your upper body. In the arms. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2 more. So final one, side lean, reach into your fingers and bring yourself back up. Do the same the other way, so lean, middle, breathing in and breathing out. And do it again, breathing in. And we're going to add a little rise onto the tiptoes. And then lean again. And rise onto the tiptoes. And lean. Testing our balance. Rise. And lean. And one more time on each side. Rising up. And lean. And final one. Ready, so if you can bring your feet a little bit closer together, we're going to bring the knee up and kick back. So bent leg coming forwards and back. And change to the other leg, so kick forwards and back. Try to use your buttock as you kick back. Do it again, but this time with a straight leg. So point your toes as you kick front and back. Now can you get a little bit of height on the leg? And change legs. Point your toes. Can you get some height on the leg? Alrighty, from here, we're going to come down onto our back. So if you can join me down on the mat. And you bring your knees up and tap your feet down. So we're going to tuck, then tap. Now you can either do this version or come up to a balanced position. So we're going to roll and then hover the feet. Or more advanced, try to lift it in your chest as you extend and hold. And then roll. That's not too sore for Emma with your current injury. Photographing cow. Can you do 2 more? I had to climb over a National Trust toilet yesterday to rescue Bertie, who'd locked himself in, bless him. Last one. Alrighty, so from here over into our downward dog. So if you can lift your tailbone in the air, allow your head to just drop through your arms, pressing down through your heels. Breathe. And then coming over to pause, we're going to reach the opposite of the leg way. And then can you bring your elbow to your knee underneath? Inhale, reach. Exhale and round. Touch the elbow to the knee. And reach and round. You can get a little bit of height on the leg. A bit more on this side. So final one. And then let's give that a go on the other leg. So reach and then rounding. Inhale as you reach. Exhale and round. Can you do 2 more? Some height in the leg. So final one. And then finding our downward dog again. So lifting up through the tailbone. We're going to wriggle the feet a bit further back this time. Press the heels down, noticing what the calf's saying today. Deep breath. Alrighty, let's bring our bodies down onto our fronts. We're going to move into Cobra next. So hands just slightly wider than the shoulders. If you can press your shoulder blades down, squeeze the glutes, chin up. Hold at the top and then lower. Check that your back feels happy with that and safe. Weighting the hip bones down. You're going to draw the belly button in. As with me. Chin up, point your toes, and then lower. Let's do that again. Breathing in. It feels appropriate for your back today. Chin a little higher. And we're going to stay up there for the count of 3, 2, 1, and then coming back down. So let's do that again. Inhaling and lifting. Exhaling and lowering. Use the force of the ground for the strengthening effect through the arms, pressing down through the heel of the hand. And we do it twice more. So final one. Let's release. We're going to switch back into our child pose. So pushing your bottom back to sit on your heels, lengthening forwards with our arms. We're going to breathe. And then from here, we're going to move to a cross-legged position. So I want you to come and have a sit on your sitting bones. And if you can sit up nice and tall through your back, bringing your arms up and back by your ears. So let your knees sort of flop. And then we're going to reach forward and down, tucking the head in and taking the hands quite wide. And as you hold it there, just feeling a bit of stretch as you reach your fingers forwards. Inhaling it. Slide back in, arms up, and then do it again. So you come forwards, reach, breathe, and then sliding back in. And do it again. Going to breathe out as we come down. Inhale and come. Exhale. your day and a good lung full of air. So go to the breathing rhythm. Push the legs up and down now. So you're going to reach up, good lung full of air, and then exhaling our day out. So you're gathering energy as you breathe in. Breathing out any tensions and worries. Inhaling as you breathe in. Exhaling as you reach out. Let's do that one more time. Alrighty, let's release. Shock bridge. Or cushion between your knees, or next level, we'll use roller. Park that underneath the feet. Arms up. Curl the tailbone under. Squeeze through the glutes. Push up through the hips. And we're just going to check that the hips are sitting level when you're at the top there. Sprinting down through your middle back, through your lower back. And let's do that again. So, with the pelvic floor as we lift. Holding at the top, we're going to squeeze the knees. Print down bit by bit. Let's do that again. Feeling that segmental movement through the spine. Now, when you're at the top, what you should notice, your toes pointing up, and you drop them down a little bit. Notice how that changes the feel in the legs. Let's just try that again. So, curling up, and then press your toes downwards. That's it, so toes down as you roll back to the ground. Notice the difference that makes in the legs. Let's do that again. So segmentally moving through the back, toes down, breathe in, exhale to curl. Let's do that again. So tucking under, pressing the toes down. We're going to hold, squeeze the buns, and then imprint bit by bit. Can we do that twice more? So curling under, breathing in and holding, exhaling and rolling. Alrighty, one more time. Holding at the top, and imprinting middle back, lower back to come down. We're going to take a stretch for our hamstrings next. So we'll leave one foot on the roll. Going to extend the other leg up, so straight leg. If you can pop your opposite hand by your calf, just gently pull that leg towards you, but really try and straighten the leg. So you're reaching upwards through your toes, and then the bottom leg, the next level, we're going to lengthen down. So straightening the bottom leg away with the roller. That's it. And then just gently bringing that top leg towards you, really focusing on straightening the leg out. And then for more advanced level, notice now nose and knee coming towards each other, reaching through both sets of toes. Breathe. And let's bend both the legs to come back down. So let's give that a go on the other side, extending, reaching the toes, opposite hand on the calf, holding it there, pointing your toes, really work at straightening the leg. Extending that bottom leg away for level 2, easing the leg towards you. Level 3, coming up, bringing the nose and the knees. Just one knee towards your nose. Reaching through both sets of toes. And then bringing that leg back down. We're going to bend the legs. Alrighty, so from here we're going to come up to a seated position. Now you need something to lever you up and down. Then a band underneath the feet can help you come down and back up. You can do it hands free like this. So we're going to get that fluid movement going. Tapping the back of the head on the floor just gently, and then back up. Inhaling as we lower, exhaling as we lift. Eye gaze up to the ceiling on the way down, and then and coming back up. Now, if you want to, you can bring your arms back by your ears, a tougher version. Notice if the movement starts to get a bit jerky. Aim for that sort of quality flow of movement. And tuning into the breathing pattern. So we're inhaling on the way down and exhaling on the curl up. And we do that twice more. Alrighty, so final one. Okay, we come up to standing. Now's a good time to have a drink. Let's top up. You'll need a stick next. Alrighty, so let's use the stick to monitor our posture as we move into our lunging sequence. So nice big stride between our feet. You can go onto tiptoe on your back foot. Bring your bottom hand just here into the curve of your back. That's it, leaning back. We're going to lower the body down. And as we lower down, can you keep your knuckles and lower back together and just straighten your back legs slightly. And allow your back knee to bend and straighten back up. So coming up and then lower. Keep your knuckles and lower back together. And then from there, can you straighten out your back leg more? Staying down in the lunge. Allow your back knee to bend and then coming up. Let's try that again. So bend the front knee as you come down. Straightening out through the back leg. Allow it to bend and lift. We'll just do that one more time. So coming down, can you push your top elbow back? Straightening your back leg. That's it, bend, lift, and can we turn around and do that over here? Okay, so squaring up the hips. Can you get your knuckles and lower back together? If you can see yourself in your screen, does your body look upright? As you come down, can you keep it upright? Straightening your back leg, but staying down in the lunge. Allow your back knee to bend, and then lift. Let's do that again. Coming down, push into the stick, straightening out through the back leg. Allow the back knee to bend and rise. And let's do that again. Coming down, breathe, straightening the back leg. And coming back up. We're just going to do that one more time. So coming down, straightening the back leg, bend. And let's release. And we're going to give our legs a bit of a shake. Can you find the edges of your mat now? So we want the feet sort of parallel with the edges of the mat like that. Particularly the back foot, because that one will tend to turn in more with the heel. So as you lean forward, just going to aim this hand to rest here on this front thigh. And we're going to use the stick to go into a flat back posture. So we've got the head, the shoulders, the tailbone against the stick there. And keep the tailbone and the head on the stick. Notice both of my legs are straight. That's it, so straight legs. Breathe. And then we're just going to bring the head off the stick as we bring the nose down towards the knee. So just touching your nose to your knee. And then coming the back of the head again on the stick. Tailbone on the stick. So we're in our flat back position again. And then bending into our front knee. To standing. We're going to turn our feet so that we're now facing the other way, and we're going to swap the hand behind the back. So hopefully we've got the other foot at the front. That's it, both legs are straight. How's that back foot? Can you get it parallel with the edge of the mat? So both legs straight. As you lean, using this front hand, a little bit of pressure here on the thigh. Breathe. Are your hips squared up, or is one hip sitting back of the other one? And then allowing your nose to come down to say hello, knee. And then can you touch your head and your tailbone against the stick? And go back into that flat back position. Breathe. And let's release and give the legs a bit of a shake out there. Okay, we're going to drop the stick, go into a wide leg position. So feet are open, toes are touched forward, toes are pointing forward. Go backwards as you bring your hands down into the middle of your mat. Allow your head to drop. Quite wide with the feet now, so we drop the head down. Breathe. You go a little bit wider if that feels safe and appropriate today. Wide position. Okay, flex your feet and then point your toes. Flex the feet and point your toes. A wedge or a block, something just to give you a bit of lift so you can sit upright, then find that. Point your toes, body's up in the middle. And then if you can feel your shin or your ankle, whatever you get hold of there, as you lean, flexing your feet, bringing this arm over by your ear, reach your fingers. From the toes again, come back here and that feeling of lengthening up from the crown of the head, flexing, getting hold of what you can get hold of, coming down, 2, 3, breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you leave. Level 2, now you can either stick with the version you're doing if that feels like enough for you today, or for next level, just scoop this bottom arm under and allow this arm to come over to see if it can grab the foot or thereabouts. Keep the toes, and for the next level, to master level 1 first. So choose your level. And you can see yourself in your screen aim to lengthen that top arm. How does it look? Because sometimes how it looks and how it feels can actually be a great different thing. Come to learn. Can you go just a little bit further on this last few? So once you're down there, can you go just a little nudge on? I'm going to do one more on each side. So, final one. Ready, and then from there, if you can feel like a bit of a shake, now's a good time to have another drink. So, pop up. And let's come down onto our backs. So, slide your hands here around the back of your head now. We're going to bring our opposite knee and our elbow together like that. So touch it in the elbow onto the knee. For level 2, we're going to alternate. So as one knee comes up, the other one comes down. Breathing in for 2, breathing out for 2. Straighter legs, the next level. Breathing in, breathing out for 2. 2 more. Last one. Bend your knees, tuck them up. And we're going to keep our right knee in and straighten the other leg out. You bring your knee across the body, trailing the other arm behind. Turn your head so you look towards your back arm. Press your shoulder down, press your knee down, breathe. Alrighty, let's give that a go on the other side. So if you can tuck this knee up, you can bring it across, put it to the floor, trail the arm behind. Nice deep breath in. Press your shoulder down, press your knee down, breathe. Alrighty, let's release. We're going to do some work for our arms and upper body next. So if you can find some weights, let's come back up to standing. So choose your level of weight. Maybe a couple of kilos, up to you. So if you can hold them in your hands, bring your elbows back. I'm going to open, tiptoe balance, extend the arms, squeeze the armpit, and then come back in. Let's do that again. Extend out and back in. Do it again. Adding in more of a lift and then open. So next level, tiptoes, lift. Can we do that 3 more times? And last 2. And final one. Holding here. Rotate, staying up on your tiptoes. Can you look towards your backhand? Move to the middle. And release. So that go on the other side. So onto your tiptoes. And turn. Look towards the hand behind. Move to the middle, back in and down. Well done. Alrighty, finding our stick, placing it behind, walking the hands towards each other, and we're going to grip the stick and pull, like we're trying to pull the stick apart as we turn the head, look down, over the shoulder, breathe. And release the head. Let's do that again. So we want top elbow up, grip and pull, like you're trying to pull the stick apart as you look down, breathe. And release. Can you do that one more time? So grip, pull, turn, breathe. Alrighty, let's do that go on the other arm. So walking hands towards each other. How close can you get them on this side? Noticing what's the movement like on this side versus the other side. Deep breath. And 2 more. So grip and pull. Can you see behind you? You go a little bit further this time. Release, and can you do that one more time? So grip, pull, turn, breathe, and let's release. Okay, so down onto our backs again. Some more core. you to bring your feet quite close in, and we're going to activate the core, so drawing the belly button muscle in as you bring your knees up, and then very slowly you're going to take the knees back down, but without letting the back arch. So again, bringing your knees up, and as you bring your feet down, I want you to simultaneously touch your thumb on the floor, so toes and thumbs tap down, and then a circle around with the arms like this. So we touch down, thumbs and toes simultaneously touching the ground, and then so that's our first level. And notice my feet are now moving further away. It gets a little bit tougher to hold onto the core, and then the feet come away from the bottom on the left as well. So we've got higher feet, and then just going out to that point where, ooh, there it is for me. You kind of get the shakes a little bit. Keeping the tailbone tucked, and then at what point can you take your legs out? Where does it get tough? So really exploring the comfort zone of your really slowing it down, and lots of ways the slower the better on this one. We'll do that twice more. So final one. From there, if you can straighten your legs, interlace your fingers, arch your back, breathe so that your belly fills with air. And breathe out. Closing your eyes, filling your belly up with air. And one more deep breath. Alrighty, so from here we're going to bend our leg, place our hand underneath the leg and use that to rock ourselves up. And then from here I'd like you to bring one foot forwards with the other leg extended behind. And we're going to keep the outside hand on the floor. We're going to rotate upwards with the other arm. Your eye gaze looking up towards your top hand, reaching your fingers, lengthening out through the back leg, but giving into a bit of gravity with the hips. Breathing deeply. Alrighty, and then that top hand, you're just gonna bring that down, walk the hands around to the other side. And again, outside hand staying on the floor as we extend up with our top arm. Eye gaze looking up, straightening out that back leg, giving into gravity. We're going to take a click on feet and do a regular quadricep stretch. If your knees are happy, then sit onto our feet like this. And then can we lean back, your fingertips looking forwards, squeezing the glutes as we push the hips up, really pushing the ground away to get a bit of a strengthening effect through the arms, a bit of stretch going on around the wrists. Eye gaze up to the ceiling, pushing up with the hips. Alrighty, then we can release. You can either go back hands or if it's upper or next level, and if it's already tough, stick with that first version. Breathe. let's release and come back up. Alrighty, moving back through into our downward dog, lifting the tailbone, allowing the heels to drop down. Take a walk with our feet towards our hands. Come and have a sit down. This time we're going to keep our right leg straight out in front, left leg over the top like this. On that front leg, we're going to flex the foot and back this elbow around. Noticing this hand, fingers pointing backwards. So we're going to wrap the elbow around the leg. With the back hand, we've got the forearm attached to the back. Eye gaze looking behind you, squeezing the thigh in towards the chest. Deep breath. Let's release. Then you can repeat that side. Next level, this. If you could hook it under here, so you're going to bring your heel under your bottom, and then rather than hugging the knee, you bring the elbow just past the knee. Push the ground away again. Breathe. Alright, so let's go on the other side. So you want the left leg straight out, the other over the top. That's it. So we're going to wrap the opposite elbow around. Opposite elbow, and then push the ground away with the bottom arm. Turn and look over your shoulder. Breathe. Alrighty, so let's release. Going into next level, we hook the front foot underneath. Bring the elbow to the opposite side of the knee. And then push the ground away. Look behind. Breathe. Alrighty, let's release. Unwrap our legs. And if you can come and join me down onto your back. Just placing one hand above your belly button, one hand below. Closing your eyes. And just taking a moment to appreciate that little bit of time that you've taken to influence your flexibility, your mobility, your core strength, your arm strength, leg strength. Focus your mind. Breathe deeply. In through your nose. Long exhale out through your mouth. As you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in one of your favorite colors. As you breathe out, imagine you're breathing out, moving that color around your body. Do it again. And one more deep breath. To find your foam roller and come and lay down onto your back now on your roller. So if you have it so it sits along your spine, hands like this in what I call the surrender arm, so the elbow just above your shoulder line and the hands just slightly wider than your shoulders. You're going to draw the chin in and push the back of the head down into the roll. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Push the back of the head down. Again, in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Push the back of the head down into the roll. I'm going to turn our roll round. So it's now coming across our back. And aim it about halfway down the back as we lift the bottom of the head. We're foam roll from our mid back through our upper back and back down. So lift the bottom off the floor. So are there any knotty tight spots there? As you go back in two. And then we're going to go more to one side, so we just rotate forward slightly. Foam roll more down that side of the spine. And then can you do that over the other side? Alrighty, so from there, can you come up to standing, take a big stretch of our neck. So we're nearly there. And you pop your hand on top of your head like this. And then turn. And just slide your hand around the back of the skull. Tuck your chin in towards your armpit. And take a deep breath. Let's release. Do that over on the other side. So slide the hand to the back of the skull, chin in towards the armpit, deep breath. And let's release. We can take both hands now here. Apply gentle pressure as you drop your chin down. Breathe. Release, and we're just going to look over our shoulder, roll the head down and around, looking over the shoulder, and roll the head round to the other side. Ready, so if you can just hit your unmute for me, stop the share of the sound, a little check in.